This is number 21 on the practice midterm. A 1 cup serving of pineapple juice has more than 3 times as many calories as a 1 cup serving of tomato juice. Servings of the two juices together contain a total of 173 calories. How many calories are in a serving of each type of juice? So if we go straight to that last sentence, that's telling us what we're looking for. How many calories are in each type of juice? One serving of each type of juice. So now there's two unknowns here. There's two things we're looking for. So in algebra, there's a couple of ways we could approach this. We could use two variables, an x and a y. So right now, there are two things that are unknown. Calories in one serving of tomato juice and calories in one serving of pineapple juice. So our options are, we could do x equals the first thing that is unknown, the first number that's unknown that we're looking for, and y equals the second one. Now we have two variables. But in algebra, the more variables you have, the more complicated the work is going to be. You need a separate equation for each variable. So if you have just one, if you're just using an x, you need one equation. If you're using an x and a y, then you need to make two equations. So you want to use only one variable if possible. So let's try that. Well, that puts us at an impasse here. We need to know which one of these to call x. We have two options. We could let x equal the number of calories in a serving of tomato juice, or we could let x equal the number of calories in one serving of pineapple juice. One of them has to be an x. So now if we go back to the problem, starting from the beginning, a 1 cup serving of pineapple juice has more than 3 times as many calories as a 1 cup serving of tomato juice. So it seems like if we figure out the tomato juice first, then we know pineapple juice has more than 3 times as many calories as the tomato juice. So if we take the calories in the tomato juice, we times it by 3, and then we add 9 more onto that, we'll get the pineapple juice. So if we get tomato first, we'll be able to figure out pineapple. So I'm going to say let x equal the number of calories in one serving of tomato juice. And now we could use the same variable x for the pineapple juice, not x by itself, but what do we have to do to that x? Once we figure out what x is, we have to times it by 3, so there's 3 times as many, and then add 9 to that, 9 more than 3 times as many. So writing symbolically the number of calories in one serving of pineapple juice, we have to take the calories in tomato juice, which is x, times it by 3, which is what I have highlighted in yellow, times it by 3, and then add 9. We have 9 more than, meaning plus 9, 3 times as many calories as in the tomato juice. This is probably the hardest part of the problem, is setting up your variables, or variable in this case, expressing these unknowns symbolically using mathematical notation. All right, so now we know, so let me underline this in red, the two juices contain a total of 173 calories. All right, so that's giving us the structure of our equation. So let's just think about this logically. If we mix the two juices together, we get 173 calories. So we could say the calories in the tomato juice plus the calories in the pineapple juice that should give us the total number of calories in the mixture. All right, so when we combine the two, we get 173. So we know the right-hand side of the equation. That's given in the problem. That's the 173. So how many calories are in the tomato juice? We don't know. Not yet. We're calling that X temporarily until we figure it out. How many calories are in the pineapple juice? Again, we don't know, but we're calling that 3x plus 9. So the calories in tomato juice, X, plus the calories in pineapple juice, 3x plus 9, will give us the total of 173. So now this is like phase one of the word problem. Taking the words, taking the original problem and translating it into a different language, the language of mathematics. All right, so we're going from here to here. Now, very often, it's not the solving the problem that is the difficult part, it's the setting it up. All right, so now it's no longer a word problem. Basically, everything below this line in red, numbers and variables. So that's the hardest part of a word problem, is taking the words out of the word problem. All right, so now we have an algebraic equation. Let's solve this. X plus 3x, that'll give us 4x. Then we've got a plus 9 is equal to 173. We want to solve for x, get x by itself. So we got to eliminate the plus 9. We got to eliminate the times 4. To eliminate things on one side of an equation, we apply the opposite. So the opposite of plus 9 is a minus 9. So that's minus 9 from the left-hand side. The plus 9 and the minus 9 cancel. They give you 0. And we're left with only 4x. But whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other to maintain balance. It's an equation. So if you change one side, you have to change the other side in the same way. So 173 minus 9, that will give us 164. Okay, now we want to get rid of the times 4. Again, do the opposite. The opposite of times 4 is divide by 4. So we're going to divide the left-hand side by 4. The times 4 and the divide by 4, they cancel because that gives you 1. 1 times x, which is just x. Whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other. So if we take 164 divided by 4, that will give us 41. All right, so now we know what x is equal to. We know, let's put this in green, x equals 41. So now we can use that to figure out the number of calories in the pineapple juice. So the pineapple juice has 3 times x plus 9 calories. Now we know what x is. X is 41. So we'll replace that x with the number 41. 3 times 41 plus 9. Okay, so we take 3 times 41, that'll be 123, plus 9, which will give us a total of 132. All right, 2 unknowns at the beginning. Now we have our 2 answers. And again, it's a word problem. I say this in every video. If the problem is words, the answer should be using words. So final answer. Again, if this was a problem on the actual midterm exam, I would be looking for a statement in words. Tomato juice contains 41 calories, and pineapple juice contains 132 calories per serving. So that what I've just written in green, that is the final answer to the problem. Alrighty, that does it for number 21.